It's a grocery haul. Now with a microphone, professional microphone, $20 whole, something like $25, $20. Can you hear me better? I think it's kind of muffly, and we're going to see. This is from Kroger, and I will go to Aldi later today. Here's some of this protein powder that I've really been liking. It's just 1 gram of carb. I think today I'm going to show you the nutritional labels for everything so you can get an understanding of what keto products look like. I got some roasted salted pecan halves because they are the superior nut and they have really pretty good macros. There's 1 gram of carb, 3 protein. Wasn't it 2 grams of carbs before? Huh. We're learning. Somebody just flushed a toilet. Did you hear that? Not me. Not a ghost. Ooh, I got a trivia coupon. Hell yeah, brother. I got some forever stamps because I like writing letters and I have some people in my life that also write letters to me back sometimes. I got, gosh, such a struggle. They put labels on all 3 of these where you can't really read it, but it's cauliflower and broccoli steamable bags, which I think saved me a lot of money because the broccoli crowns are cheaper, but I like the stalks, but they're never on sale. Most produce, like as it is not going to go on sale. Unfortunately, the packaged ones usually do, which means you're going to get them in plastic. Plastic is a necessary evil right now. I think there's a better solution. I think some companies make plastic out of cellulose or something, and that's kind of cool. I guess this is why I got a coupon. I also had the $2 off coupon for this. I think it was like $7.99. This was $2 off, so it was $5.99. Still way too much dang money, but better than $2 more than it would have been. I got a Mediterranean style medley. Now I thought this was the type of salad kit that was like, it came with a dressing, but it's not. So you don't have to worry about like not knowing what the actual carb count is because it's just the lettuce and stuff. And this one isn't great. It's 3 grams of net carbs per 1 1/4 cup. But this one looks really, really good. In hindsight, in retrospect, I probably should have gotten 2 of those instead of 1 of those and 1 of these. But this is more cruciferous stuff, which is really good for you. This one is 3 grams of carbs also somehow. This is 2 grams of protein in it. Cool. Got a lot of lettucey stuff. This baby arugula was on sale. It looks rough, actually. It looks really bad. I might have to eat this today. When the leaves are like yellowing like that, it's bad news. Bad news. 2 of my super firm tofus. These have the best macros. I can't get over that some products that are just like basically soybeans have no carbs like these, and some of them have up to 3. Like my soy curls have 3 grams of carbs per serving. I don't know what's accurate and what's not, actually. I didn't plan on getting this, but I love eggplant. It's good for papa ganoush. I always have pretty much all of the stuff for it, or it's good with a red sauce or in a curry. I'm going to make curry again this week, I think. I got some coconut milk for it. I love eggplant. I think they're so delicious. And they're good water and fiber. I got some green onions. I like how cheap these are and that you can just keep them in water. They do grow back. I usually eat them in time for them to not really sprout too much. But I wonder if you could put them in dirt and get more nutritional value from them. I got one lemon this time because I remembered that I had a lemon left over from last week. And 2 limes, 2 juicier than they have been limes. I know the season for oranges is winter, but I feel like the limes and lemons are just as expensive in the winter and not as juicy as or as good as the oranges, which doesn't make sense because they're all citrus fruit. And I think grapefruit is cheaper in the winter too, so I really don't know. 1 peener. This also kind of looks like a poulane, like the poblano pepper, Rumpelstiltskin shoes. I'm going to make tacos this week, I think, or some kind of taco vibe. And a coconut milk. Some guy was just standing in front of this. He was on his phone. I guess it's understandable. I'm pretty sure I do the exact same thing. But I try to at least be aware of the other people that are in Kroger at the same time or any given grocery store. Like, people can be really oblivious. And I don't necessarily want to call it rude. I just think that they're like, we are so conditioned to just be on our phone all the time. And I think that's what was going on with this dude. He was just texting or something, or asking his wife which coconut milk she wanted. I'm back on the soy because I figure with the low carb nature of the protein powder that I get and the versatility and the protein that is in this, it was really kind of rough last week to achieve my protein goals. I was searching in the old noodle for that. And to reach my protein goals when there was like less than a gram of protein in that milk. And this is 7 grams of protein, and I really, really like that. I think we need more protein. And I got some kitchen trash bags. I ran out. I've been using a big paper ALDI bag and just set it in my garbage can, and it's to max capacity. It's overfilled. It's getting gross, and that was Kroger. Oh, and I got my standard 12-pack of plain soda water, seltzer, Kroger brand seltzer water. But I left it in the trunk because I didn't want to carry it up the stairs, and I'm going to get coffee with my friend anyway today. So I just get it done. I almost forgot that I had to go get this on just an after work trip to Kroger. They did not have the Kroger brand, which was significantly cheaper. This was $7.99. Someone explain why this has gone up like $2 in the last couple months. Brag. Who are these people? What are their names? What's their email address? I'm going to write them a letter. I want to say her name is Betty, and his name is Rufus. It's delicious. They got the chokehold. Why does it cost so much money? Make it make sense. The math does not math for this particular equation. Here are the macros and nutritional information in general for each of these items. Oh, I mean, look how good this is. She's the cutest queen that I've ever did see. And these really aren't, none of these are really that bad. And I'm trying to work on eating less processed foods in general. Oh my God, my refrigerator is so obnoxious. And here's the ingredients, which are pretty much identical to what they were before. Don't know where that extra carb is coming from, but just know that it's out there. Oh my gosh. My hand coordination is bad for this. Y'all can tell me if this isn't enough time on each given. And this, I think it's worthwhile too, if you want to screenshot these ingredients and see if that's something that you're into. They all look pretty good to me. Some of them I don't know what all of them are. All of them. All of the ingredients. But I think it's pretty good when you compare it to other processed foods. Because a lot of this stuff is processed, I will admit. The first to admit. Some of it is not food. I don't know if I would classify that protein powder as food. The Truvia, I don't think that's food. It's food-like. Kind of food. And it could be food. You can treat it like that. It's darker now. I had coffee with a friend and neighbor, and now I'm going to do ALDI, but I'm going to keep this right here. We'll see if it makes a bit of difference. Here we go. They didn't have the white bread kind, but I used to get this kind before they made the white bread kind, and it's still very good. Still no carbs, and it still has 4 grams of protein too, so I think that is pretty swell. Ooh! I also got, I feel like these were cheap. The sign said that they were cheap. But they are little tomatoes, grape tomatoes. I really like these. I'm gonna have some salads this week because, as you saw, there's lots of salad stuff from the Kroger haul that I got. This is so much harder to do with one hand. I got some iodized salt. I'm almost out. You need that iodine in your diet so you don't get a goiter. And a peanut butter, creamy peanut butter. I checked Kroger. It's more expensive there, first of all, but I can't find natural crunchy peanut butter. I think I don't know what I did. I'm gonna start over. Well, boy howdy, I sure hope this is something that works just fine because I don't want to waste my time. Creamy peanut butter. Can't find crunchy natural peanut butter. I was gonna say, I hope that I can do a Trader Joe's haul sometime soon. The Trader Joe's where I live is in such an awful, horrible, ghastly, soul-crushing area of town. Not only is the traffic horrible there, it's just so cookie cutter and it's like bleak. It's exactly the type of place you could not pay me to live. All the houses look the same. It's expensive. It's just so white bread, vanilla. It really kind of makes me sad. I got another, this is so much better with in my left hand. Who could have thunk? Who would have thunk it? Coconut oil, unrefined. This has been so good to me. I really like this coconut oil. I really need to check other places and see if it might be cheaper elsewhere because this one's organic. Eventually, I'd like to be able to afford to just eat organic food. I'm not anywhere close to that yet. I don't think most of us here in the United States are. But it would be cool if I could one day. But this coconut oil is good for desserts. It's been good for cooking like my curries, and I'm gonna maybe make a little like soybean noodle ramen one of these times, and I think that would be a nice flavor to have in it. But I'm gonna make a curry with that. Just a standard old black olives once again. I ate a whole can of these as part of my dinner like a night or two ago. 3 grams of fat per 4. So that was 33 grams of fat total because there's 11 servings in here. Is that right? Is that right? Less than a gram of carb. I don't know if that means it's basically a carb or close to a carb. But we're going to treat it like it's no carbs. An olive oil. That's how Paula Deen would say it. Olive oil. And this one's really good too. This is Good Housekeeping Nutritionist approved. I don't know what you've been reading, but that's what I just read. finally, I got some of these rice cauliflowers. Aldi just has not had these the last couple times that I've gone. It's been like completely barren, and you can't find them. I kept this separate from my grape tomatoes in the bag because tomatoes are deeply affected by cold. Don't refrigerate your tomatoes if you can help it because it ruins their flavor. I kept them on there's two sides to this bag and I kept them on opposite sides. Anyway, I got 2 of these cauliflowers. And then here is that water that I was telling you all about. You know that every week I have to get her. And the pioneers used to ride these babies for miles. Let's do the nutrition facts because these also, these also have nutrition in them. So here is the cauliflower rice. There's 4 grams of carbs and 2 grams of fiber, so that's 2 net carbs. And, ooh, there we go. That was my finger. Olives, and here's some coconut oil. It's what you want to see, just pretty much one ingredient. Peanut butter. Xander used to call this Pimbo when he was little. And I like to see peanuts and salt. I would like to see hunks of peanuts in any peanut butter that I got, but that's just not. And here's the bread. It's only got 1 gram of fat, but I usually add like a nut butter on top. I really like the sun nut butter. For a while I was doing tahini, and that was really good. And that's good with a little bit of cinnamon, and I feel like the sun nut butter would be too. If you want to do peanut butter that way, that's fine. But I usually make that in sauces where I can stretch it out a little bit because it does have 4 grams of net carb. The one at Kroger did too. That is a lot for one component of a dish, and it's too much in my opinion. And I want the full serving of anything that I'm eating or beyond. So that was the whole grocery haul. And I think that I want to know how you got your favorite scar. Bye.